Kicking it with Gives a Minute on Kick. Well, Kick, what's cracking? Look what I've got. Look at this. The Mark of Cain. Ill at ease. This is going to be a fine listen today, I can tell you now. First time ever on vinyl. 1995 this album came out. what's that now, 29 years, 28 years ago? I don't know why they've reissued it or they've issued it for the first time on vinyl, but I have it here and the plan is to listen to it today on the stream with you yahoos. Of course, we're going to learn about it. We're going to learn about the band a little. I'll bring up my photos of when I photographed the band. We'll talk about this vinyl release. It's on 2 LPs. It's got inside, outside, downside, and a bonus side. So 4 sides in total. Interestingly, the bonus side, the additional tracks include the Degenerate Boy song, which was a great track, not on a Mark of Cain album, but on a soundtrack to an Australian film called Idiot Box with Ben Mendelsohn. Quite a cool film. That's where that came from. It's got a remix of The Contender. You'll all know The Contender from my somewhat random daily slightly random daily song. You'll know it from there. This album opens with Interloper, which is a freaking fine track. I'm really excited for this. Really excited. I see Gloria's in the chat with Shyla Rose. Hey, by the way, just a sidestep. That audio problem before, I shut everything down and literally powered down and restarted. So I'm hoping that we don't get any... You know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about buying a brand new audio interface. There. I'm working these days. I'm working a lot these days, so I can start saving for a better one. Because I've had this fail randomly. It's Thunderbolt 3, but it's not USB-C. It's actually Thunderbolt 2. It's Thunderbolt 2 with an adapter to Thunderbolt 3. We know The Contender. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I am really excited for this. This is, and I've had a sneak peek at the inside too. This is what I thought vinyl should be and would be when you buy vinyl. When I bought the Regurgitator vinyl, which we haven't even got to yet, but I bought all their albums on vinyl, I was hoping for, like, you know, interesting packaging, discussion, liner notes, and the Gurge is just flat out boring with just like a pinch to zoom enlargement of the album cover. This is actually a well thought out, well put together release, and it's only just come out. It came out on November 2nd. I pre-ordered this, so I got in early for the pre-order. If you want to buy this, you can probably buy it at JB Hi-Fi right now, but I got it first. Suck balls. Shyla Rose. You guys are in the chat. This is going to be good. I'm looking forward to this. And also, quite sadly, today is the last of the homebrew. So I'm going to have a homebrew while this happens, but that's the last of that batch. Then I've got to put a new batch on. But that'll come somewhat soon. Let's open this sucker and take a little look at it.
Fucking love you, bitch.
I fucking love you, bitch. Look at this, dude. It's double gatefold. And it has a lyric page here, which is just highlights of select song lyrics. I'll read them to you. What gave you the right to interfere? I can't see that without my glasses on. I've got to get these worked out. Once again, I stand alone. I can do without. I was the one, the only one. Alone is the only way to be. Insulated, isolated. You're just the same as the others. What do you know? I could have been almost anything. Don't ask me why. Little snippets of song lyrics. There you are. I had to start making dinner. Well, Netskis, don't miss this one, dude. Crank this up on the background. Now, interestingly here, listed on the drums, Aaron Hewson. So when I photographed the Mark of Cain in 2015, I guess. No. Fuck, when was it? We'll bring them up and we'll have a look at the dates. John Stanier was the drummer. John Stanier. That might have happened after this album. John Stanier might have came in. This is their third album from 1995. John Stanier may have joined the band after that. I don't know the timelines. I know that in Australia, Eli Green plays drums. This is an Adelaide band, by the way, if I didn't mention. A lot of good musicians coming out of Adelaide, right? I mean, we know plenty of good bands. We know one other majorly good band. This band has been kicking it for 30-odd years in Australia. One of Australia's all-time favourites. But yeah, I'm not too sure who Aaron Hewson is. I want to do a little bit of research on that. It says here, Ill at Ease, produced and mixed by Henry Rollins. I guess you guys knew that, right? H-Man, the Henry Rollins. Recorded by Tony Neski at Neski Studios, July-August in 1995. Snare edit. This is interesting. Snare edit by Eli Green, May 2023. Now, am I to understand that means to remaster this album for vinyl, the only thing that they re-recorded or overdubbed was the snare? And that's by Eli in Adelaide? Is that what I'm understanding? Because if that's the case, that's pretty cool. It says it there, snare edit by Eli Green, May 2023. That could also mean that he took the existing recording and just compressed the snare, or he added his own snare over the top, mashed the two together, EQ'd it, whatever. The only way we could know that is to ask him. I know the guy. I don't know the guy like very well, but I know him relatively well. Eli, if you're watching, call in. Mastered for vinyl by Rick O'Neill at Turtle Rock Mastering, July this year. And then it tells you about the bonus tracks, Degenerate Boy and Hindsight. But Hindsight is a track off the album. I don't understand that. Hindsight is listed on the bonus side and the second track on the inside, the first side. Must be a remix. Doesn't say remix beside it though, because it has the Contender in brackets remix and Interloper remix. But Hindsight, maybe it's just a different recording of Hindsight. Either way, it could just be yeah, okay. So Degenerate Boy and Hindsight recorded by Nick Launay at Megaphone Studios 1996. So what I would suggest is that's another version of the track Hindsight. That could also be on the Idiot Box soundtrack for all I remember. My memory's not that great. The Contender remix by Paul Mack. Little throwback there to a couple of weeks ago when we talked to Jet, who was working with Daniel Johns from Silverchair, who's also worked with Paul Mack in The Disassociatives, if you want to join everything, the dots together. So there's a remix by Paul Mack of The Contender. You'll hear it here today. And the remix by Franz Triclia of Interloper. All songs by the Mark of Cain, except for Remember Me by the Mark of Cain and Kay Hewson. Not too sure who Kay Hewson is. Degenerate Boy by Lucas. Okay. Is Degenerate Boy a cover? Degenerate Boy could be a cover. I didn't know that. The thank yous list Tim Pittman, who was my contact, by the way, when I worked with these boys. Nick Tkalik. I can't quite see that. Nick Tkalik. Henry Rollins, but just listed as Rollins. Eli Green, Tony and Rocky Neski, designed by Ultra Vivid. So that's pretty much that. But there is, look how thick this is too. It's got a thick spine on it. It's like a little booklet. What are you guys talking about in the chat while I ramble on here? You're talking about food, kale and broccoli. The Contender is all I want. It's worth waiting for. It's going to sound sick with that extra snare in it. So yeah, so this has a nice... Hey, what's all this? I guess this is like battle kind of... This, I'll just read you this. I'll read you some of it. But as you can see, it just has the word approach, field signals. And I'll just read you a snippet of this. Number 4. There'll be numerous occasions, such as when traveling in vehicles or owing to battle noises, when voice control will be impossible. On other occasions, such as when operating in jungle, talking must be kept to a minimum until firing breaks out. A system of simple signals is therefore essential. That's a signal of sorts. That's called a sneeze. Field signals. The following are standard signals and are shown in figure 18C. A, deploy. The arm extended below shoulder level and waved slowly from side. So this is obviously just artwork, right? Like, and I guess it's war related, battle related. There is all the lyrics there. Thank you, Gloria. How you doing? Gloria in AVX Nation. What's up with you? With the Jack? Hell yeah. Yeah, all the lyrics there, folks. If you didn't know the lyrics, you can read along. They're quite easy to hear though in the songs. I'll keep that out because I'll probably peruse that as we get into it. But yeah, this thing, dude, it's gunmetal grey. I got to get a beer, but check this out. Check this out, right? You take the album out. Comes in a little sleeve of its own. And look at the color of this. Now, isn't that a sexy piece of vinyl? Gunmetal grey. There'll be no need to clean this, eh? That's the inside. Man, it's pretty bland. It doesn't say really anything. Outside. I'll just put that... Oh, that smells terrible. Holy... Dude, that smells like vomit. That smells awful. Why does vinyl smell so bad when it's fresh? Let's move in and have a look at this on the band's website, folks. I'll just put this out of the way. This is their website, the Mark of Cain. Let's scroll down to this release, Ill at Ease. We'll click on this. This is what I have in my hands here. The Ill at Ease pre-order was $85. I think it's jumped up in price since then. The Ill at Ease Deluxe 2LP Gunmetal Grey Vinyl. This is a pre-order shipping from November 3. I got it yesterday. That's November 3. It's November 4 today. Limited edition, fully remastered Deluxe 2LP embossed gatefold sleeve gunmetal grey vinyl. The Mark of Cain and Cooking Vinyl Australia are proud to announce the first ever vinyl release of their breakthrough album Ill at Ease, featuring the singles First Time and LMA plus crowd favourites Tell Me, The Contender and Point Man. The fully remastered Ill at Ease will appear on gunmetal grey vinyl in a limited edition gatefold sleeve, complete with lyric insert and featuring 5 bonus tracks. So tracks are side 1, Interloper, Hindsight, First Time, Remember Me. Side 2, Point Man, Details, Walk Away. Side 3, You Let Me Down, Tell Me, The Contender, and LMA, closing the album. Then side 4, the bonus tracks, Degenerate Boy, an alt version of Hindsight, right there it is, the Paul Mac mix of The Contender, and Who Made Who mix of Interloper. Now, let's take a look at the Mark of Cain Wikipedia. Well, let's go to Wikipedia first. That'll be easier. Wikipedia. Smooth. It does. It sounds amazing. Yeah. I'm pumped for this one. Real pumped for this. The Mark of Cain. I just want to go and see. That's the wrong one. That's the film of the same name. Get out of there. Did I click that? I didn't mean to. Australian indie rock band. The Mark of Cain, also initialised as TMOC, are an alternative metal band from Adelaide, South Australia. Their style has been likened to that of Helmet and Roland's band, yet this band predates both of those groups and was influenced by the early works of the Joy Division, Big Black, and the United States hardcore groups. Mark of Cain were formed around the mid-80s by brothers John and Kim Scott, that's guitars and bass, with Rod Archer on vocals and Gavin Atkinson playing drums. Before long, who's the drummer we're looking for? Oh, we'll find his name when it comes up, I guess. Before long, Archer had left the group and John Scott took on the lead vocal role, and the group remained a trio ever since. Oh, Archer was on vocals first. The Scotts have been the core of the band, which has featured 15 different drummers. Shit. Since January 2001, there's a nice little emote floating around, a bumblebee. Since January 2001, former Helmet member John Stanier has been their drummer. He's also concurrently playing with Tomahawk and Battles. So that says there, but who was the drummer? Past members. Aaron Hewson. This guy, past members, Aaron Hewson. Is there a timeline? Where's their timeline? I want to see the timeline. history timeline. Aaron Hewson played drums. Here he is on the yellow from early 1991 or 1991 through to 1996, 97-ish. When did Stanier join? Stanier joined in 2000. Okay, so Stanier came in a lot later. Eli Green doesn't even have a bar, but he's been with them for a long time. So with that in mind, these are, well, here's my website, and we'll go in and have a look at the photographs that I've taken of the Mark of Cain, just the studio stuff, I guess, or the on-location stuff. The Mark of Cain, okay, February 2013. So this was shot, for those playing in Adelaide, this was shot in a car park directly behind Hindley Street, between, damn, where was it? Behind a kebab shop. The back of HQ, I guess, would be a better way to describe it. So the brothers, the Scott brothers and John Stanier there on the right. Now, this is obviously from promo for the year, whatever it was, 2013. So when they tour Australia, they use Eli on drums. And so this centered guy, John Stanier, is not with them. So they don't use these promo images. In fact, these promo images I've only seen used very briefly in, I can't remember when it was either. Some behind the scenes stuff there. Yeah, I mean, super cool guys to work with, super cool band. I was so stoked to get this gig. You can tell the stokedness. Really, really rad people, really fun. Yeah, and really happy with those shots. Let's take a look at the album here, the release. I'm waiting on an iron infusion because I'm nearly dead, apparently. An iron infusion. You need some metal. Ill at Ease is the third full-length studio album by Australian alternative metal band The Mark of Cain, released in 1995 by Australian label Ruart, produced by Henry Rollins. First time LMA and LMA were released as singles. The Contender, Interloper, You Let Me Down, Hindsight, and Point Man were remixed for release on the following album, Rock and Roll. Seriously? I did not know that. Let me just take a quick sneaky peek at that. So all those tracks got a Is this release Rock and Roll? That's not what I wanted to bring up. Where's the discography? So what's Rock and Roll? There's an album called Rock and Roll between Ill at Ease and This Is This? It says here, first time and blah, blah, blah. The Contender, Interloper, You Let Me Down, Hindsight, and Point Man were remixed for release on the following album, Rock and Roll. Huh. And when you click on that, Rock and Roll down here, it just goes back to their page. That's weird. Redirected from Rock and Roll, the Mark of Cain album. I didn't even know there was an album called that. It doesn't list it here. Live album compilation. Oh, it's a compilation. Okay, it's a remix compilation. Okay. So there you go. I should have just scrolled down a little bit, but I neglected to. So on this album is Aaron Hewson and Kim and John Scott, obviously. Peaked at number 73 in the charts in Australia. What else can I tell you about this album? Not much, except that it's fucking amazing. You're gonna really if you like good music, and I'm led to believe that most of you yahoos do like good music, you're gonna really like this. It's really good, and this is really good. In 1995, this is a remixing of the album, remastering for vinyl with additional snare sounds by Eli Green. I'm really, really stoked on this. I'm going to go and grab a homebrew. I'm going to come back, get in the chat and we're going to crank this shizzle up. So I'll be right back. You might want to go and grab yourselves. Was wondering why there's no chat on YouTube. I'm on Kick. Yeah, I'm on Kick. It's a Kick stream. But thanks for being over there on YouTube. Everybody, come on over to kick.com. Bamskity, bamskity. Bring your brews, bring your earses, your cancers, and we'll get into it in a moment.
I wrote this script.
I just farted. Fucking love you, bitch.
Fill the hole. I want to mow the lawn and go fishing. I like how those audio drops come up during the during while I'm away as well. I could hear it from the other room. Last of the brews, literally the last home brew here. I'll deal with that in a second. Oh, first of all, I got to get myself in the chat, don't I? Let me. I don't want to. I want to be super careful because this is new vinyl, right? There are other stuff that. Oh no, I've got obviously the Tracer stuff as well. I'll tell you what I'll do. Oh, I'll drop it. Jesus. Okay, I'll do one thing at a time. That's what I'll do. I'll do one thing. How about that? One thing at a time. Let's get over here. Let's put the vinyl on the vinyl player. So I might just give it a quick dusting, even though it doesn't really need it. It's a brand new piece of vinyl. So side one is called...
Fucking love you, bitch.
Fucking love you too, bitch. Side one is called Inside, right? I hope it is. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's called the Inside. Other side is called Outside. Yeah, so the side A is called Inside. We'll put that on first. And I'll just give that a little bit of a dusty. And the needle, make sure there's no crunky dust on there. So we're on the turntable, so I can just chill a little bit. I'll put this down. Why won't that go back in? Oh, there you go. I'll put this on here. I will grab my chat. Grab my chat so I can play along with you guys, because from here on in, it's microphone off and music on, but I want to be with you in the chisel chat. So here's the chat here for me. I am here. And that works. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's get back over here. Actually, first of all, most importantly, to enjoy good music, you also need good beer, and beer needs to be open. So let me crack this open on my door handle here and decant this beer into a glass. Oh, shit, yeah. Speaking of hump, where is Dale? Yeah, where is Dale? Where's Dale? He's missing the good one, folks, but this will be okay. I mean, he'll be back. All right, folks, let's get into side one of the album known as Ill at Ease from 1995, re-released, remastered for vinyl in 2023. This is side one. Opening track is Interloper. Crank this up, you filthy mofos. Enjoy it. Glasses on, beer in hand, music starts.
remember me.
Holy moly! I think we can all agree that that sounds freaking amazing. I mean, we've been listening to, this is the virtual vinyl number 10, so we've done 9 others before this of varying ages and of varying qualities. Some of them have been absolute rubbish, and I can safely say that whatever they've done here is on the money, right? It's perfect sounding. It's thick, it's heavy, it's fat, it's full. Also, how about just the compositions of the songs? How about the groove? You can just like this is like hard, heavy rock that you can dance to. It's so sick. I forgot how rad this album is as a whole, right? Dude, and yeah, like I'm blown away by the quality of it, and it is it's like I said before, it's what I wanted when I bought vinyl. I wanted this experience with vinyl, and I don't think we've had it yet, and we're getting it now. So what I'm saying is it was worth the $95, including the shipping, to get this here. And to be completely frank, I'm just going to give it a quick clean here. To be completely frank, I would probably put this on myself and listen to it, just for shits and giggles, just to enjoy it. Duxie, I didn't like the music, but I did like the music, but I wasn't a fan of the vocal. Oh wow, okay, fair enough. Let's go side 2. This side is called Outside. I think this is Inside, Outside. I think it's called. Oh shit, that lifted the whole. I should have seen that. For some reason, that took the whole. That took the little mat off the thing. That's a bit strange. Now I'm not sure which. Oh, it's this side, of course. January. So you guys are talking about the tour dates. What were those tour dates? Let me just check them on here. I did bring it up myself. Hobart. So Melbourne is okay. So the tour dates are, if you want to go and see them, they're on their website. I put it in the chat. Starts off in late November, so in a few weeks. Adelaide hometown, 25th. Then the 13th of December in Canberra, 15th of December in Sydney. That's probably the one I'll be shooting. 16th of December in Brisbane, and then January they go to Perth. 13th of January, 19th of January Melbourne, 20th of January Hobart, Tasmania. 25th of November 25 in Adelaide. I won't be going to Adelaide. I don't think so anyway. Folks, let's get in and take a listen to side 2, or what are they calling it again? It's called side 2 of album 1 is called The Outside. Where are my glasses? And it begins with Point Man. This is a rad track. There's only 4 tracks on side 2. Point Man, 3 tracks on side 2. Point Man, Details, and Walk Away. Let's crank it, folks. Enjoy yourselves. Here comes side 2 of album or LP 1, The Mark of Cain from 2023, the remastered version of Ill at Ease. Beautiful. Hot diggity. Wow. Side 2 of the epic Ill at Ease from 1995 by the Mark of Cain. Now, there was some conversation in there about the vocals, not really feeling it, some of you. Not really, of the only negative thing I'm hearing there is that some of you don't really quite grasp the vocals. I guess it's one of those things that you've got to, it's like I've grown up with it for so long, so it's like that's the sound of the Mark of Cain. If someone, I think it was Perdsky and Dugsky that both said they weren't really vibing on the vocals. What was the thing that you don't quite like about it? Dugsky, side 2 over 1 for me. I like side 1 better, I feel. But the side 3, what do they call side 3? Features the Contender, which you all know and love. I think that's the highlight of the album, personally. They call side 3 the Downside. So you got 2 albums. You got side 1 of the first album, Inside, and side 2 of the first album is called Outside. Then you've got Downside, and then you've got a bonus side, which we'll get to momentarily. But we're going to have side 3 coming up soon. Pertsky, the lyrics and delivery were a bit cringe, and again, I agree with Doug. Side 2 is better. Okay, I'm not here to defend the guys, but I kind of feel like the style. They've gone for this, like it's kind of like war, battle, argumentative, aggressive. These are, I guess, they're topics that are. I don't want to sort of. I mean, I know I'm reading the lyrics, but I don't want to like dig too deep into what I think the songs are about. But it is an aggressive album, so yeah, I feel like the delivery matches the. What I think happens here is you've got this band that just locks into a groove. It's kind of like it's like dance music. It's just this constant bouncing of this groove that just keeps wobbling around, and then around it they build these patterns of vocal or a drum fill or a fucking bass that just and keeps coming back to this one section and just hovers in there for a little while and then jumps up and back down. It's just it's all the things that make you want to move. I don't know. That's what music is supposed to do, right? It's supposed to make you want to like express an emotion and physically move. If you go to a Mark of Cain show and you aren't moving, even if it's just tapping your foot, you're doing it wrong. You can't not move with this. It's incredible. I fucking love it. And I'm just so stoked that this is the experience we're all having here on vinyl today. I'm really enjoying this listen. And it hasn't come to a conclusion at all yet. We've got side 3, the outside, the downside. Let's put that on the turntable. Dudsky, the last track for me would be my favorite, but that's just me. We're all exactly. We're all different. So what's this side called again? I've got to remember. It's called Downside. Let me get this out of here. Downside. Here it is. Ill at Ease. Downside. I'll give it a quick little blowy blowski on the blowski machine skis. Just to get any excess, I was going to say hair, excess dust off there. We'll do the needle as well. So, oh shit. So this is side 3 of the album, or Downside. It includes 4 tracks. Starts off with You Let Me Down. Then it goes into Tell Me. And then the second last track to the album, The Contender. And it wraps up with LMA. So that's what you've got coming your way. I hope you enjoy it, folks. Charge your drinks, charge your emotes. Now that I know globally emotes are there as well, that's fun. Is there a side 4? Yes, there's a side 4, Doug, which includes a couple of songs from an album soundtrack to the Idiot Box Ben Mendelsohn film. If you've seen that, you'll know that's a very...
Love you, bitch.
Fucking love you, bitch. Get all those out now. Side 4 is the soundtrack or 2 tracks off the soundtrack to Idiot Box. Degenerate Boy, which I just did a bit of research on, is not a Mark of Cain track. I didn't know that. It's a cover. Then there's another alternate version of Hindsight, which is already on the album, but that's the Idiot Box soundtrack version. And then there's 2 remixes. The first remix is a remix of The Contender by Paul Mac, the Australian DJ. Then there's a remix of Interloper, which is the opening track on this album. So I just farted. You better get that checked out. Let's enjoy side 3 of album Ill at Ease by the Mark of Cain from 1995. This is a 2023 remastered, snares added by Eli Green, release on double gatefold gunmetal vinyl, and I'm freaking loving it. Here comes You Let Me Down on the downside. Shit, yeah. Cheers, Azizes. just sliding onto the vinyl at perfect length. That is the closing track to the album, folks. That's LMA. Perdsky, yes, you were incorrect. That was side 3 of the album. We've got side 4 to come, and side 4 is the remix. Well, 2 tracks from a soundtrack to an Australian film called Idiot Box, and then 2 remixes. One remix of The Contender, that's by Paul Mack, and one remix of the opening track to the album, Interloper. So we got 4 more tracks to come, but before we do that, I'm going to go and grab myself a whiskey. The homebrew is finished, and we should just take a moment to think about what we just heard, because we heard the album in its entirety on vinyl for the first time ever. And just to answer, Dugsky made a comment before, is this the first time this vinyl's been played? Yes, it is. This came to me yesterday, and I've opened it today. So this is this thing's never touched the record player. So we're hearing the virgin spinning of this vinyl, and I got to tell you, it's sounding like it's getting better as it. Wait, that could be the homebrew as well, but it's getting more autologically. It sounds rad. I'm just enjoying this experience, and I think that's what music is meant to. You know, you're meant to enjoy the experience of music. I've never really understood that term, background music. Background music? No, it should be foreground. The music should be up front, right? You should be there paying attention to the music. This idea of it being in the background, just being there subtly. No. Somebody spent time like writing, composing, recording, producing, mastering, mixing that music, and then you're just going to have it in the background? No, bring it up front. So I'm happy that you guys are enjoying it. This interesting comment before about bringing AI into the mix and trying to put in Michael Hutchinson from In Excess. First of all, he's dead, so that would be difficult to do. But with artificial intelligence, could you replace the vocal? Look, you guys have talked about the vocal takes. I'm not going to go into that. I find the vocal delivery of this band to be quite fitting for what the music is. Someone used the word cringe before. I don't find this cringe. I find this aggressive, and that's the idea of it. You know, like if you were in a band, let's say you were in a Spanish. What are the dudes that yodel? Scandinavian yodeling band. They're going to deliver their vocals yodeling, right? They're going to do the yodel. We heard it before on the Sound of Music vinyl, Virtual Vinyl 3, I think that was. So this band is what you'd consider, I guess, hard rock. Hard rock, would it be? Would this be considered hard rock? I guess it's hard, teetering on heavy rock. So they're going to deliver their vocals in line with that style. And so I can smell smoke. I can smell smoke. That's a bit concerning. It's raining and cold outside. What is the temperature? Hey Siri, temperature?
It's currently 17 degrees.
17 Celsius. There's no bushfires. I can smell smoke though. So yeah, like my take on this is the vocal matches the music and the style of what they're doing. And I don't have any, like, I'm an Aussie and I've grown up with this band, so I feel like it's just normal, like it's a normal sound. With that in mind, I was trying to think of the first time I saw this band, and I can't be 100% certain, but I definitely remember seeing them at the Caringbah Bizzos. Oh, not the Bizzos, sorry. Forget that. Caringbah Coyotes. Anybody in the Shire will know where I mean. I definitely remember seeing them play there. Then there was... They opened for Mr. Bungle. Or was it Ministry? It might have been Ministry. I've seen them at Selena's at the Coogee Bay Hotel. All of this is like way back in the 90s. Coogee Bay Hotel. Seen him at the Refractory, not the Manning Bar, but the other venue at the Sydney Uni. I think it's called it was called the Refractory or the Refactory. Seen them at Livid in Brisbane in the mid-90s. And then fast forward to like current days, I've seen them a bunch of times in Adelaide. And yeah, more like I'm not sure of this, not so sure of this, but more than likely I'll be at the Sydney, the Metro show at Sydney. I'm just trying to think, like I'm there for the media, but I might drop a message to. I've probably still got Tim Pittman's details. I'll drop him a message, and maybe I'll try to do some like accessible area stuff because I know they're sound guy as well. But anyway, smoke coming off the needle. That's what it is. Net TV. I don't mind his voice. Yeah, it's strange because the people that have sort of mentioned his voice are Australians. So Dogsky, he's Aussie. He's Aussie as they come. And Pertsky, who's an Australian living in Berlin, Germany. Those two, they're the only two that have mentioned the vocal. I've actually never thought about it like that before. And then when someone said it's a bit cringe, I was kind of thinking, is it? Have I missed this? Is the vocal a bit cringe? And then I was thinking, no, it's meant to be on this kind of like aggressive plane, right? Like it's meant to be a little bit hard hitting. I mean, I'm not trying to, and I think Net TV, you said this. I don't want to try to dissect what the lyrics mean, but the overriding vibe I get is, it's a confliction actually, because the vibe you get is fucking some shit's gone down, right? Fuck, this is it's a bit gnarly. But then the other thing is, it's like, yeah, but we can still dance, we can still move to it. Like you can still be having a great time, even though maybe the lyrics are a little bit more aggressive, which is a good juxtaposition, I think. It's not always roses, you know? Sorry, Shyla. It's not always Shyla Rose. It can't always be roses, right? I think that's probably why I like this band. Like they're intense, yet they're groovy. Music. Fucking wonderful, isn't it? I'm going to go and get another whiskey or a whiskey. And then we'll take side 4, which is going to be a bit of a change in sort of vibe, because you got one song that's a cover. I never knew Degenerate Boy was a cover. I guess we should bring that up. We should take a look at this, folks. Before we get that whiskey, let's go over here. The soundtrack we're going to be hearing from is from a film called Idiot Box. It's an Australian film. Starring Ben Mendelsohn from 1996. That is not the cover that I recognize. Where's the cover on the soundtrack cover? Maybe that is the cover soundtrack. This will probably ring a few bells. Idiot Box soundtrack.
Fucking love you, bitch.
Fucking love you, bitch. Who did that? That's not it. Where's what? That's not the artwork that I've got. That's the one. This is what I was trying to find here. This Idiot Box soundtrack. Get a dog up, yeah. It's quite a good film. If you've never seen it, quite a good film. It's an Aussie film. UMI did most of the music on this soundtrack. Tim Rogers did like a whole bunch of unreleased stuff from his band. Magic Daughter on there, The Mark of Cain, Snout, Hoss, Crow. But I never knew that the track... Let's just go straight to the soundtrack. Huh. There isn't a link to that. Plot, production, box office, home media. Fuck you! Where was I looking to this? Live albums, compilations, rock and roll, complete. Where's the Wait. Yeah, okay. Idiot Box, UMI, Cats and Dogs, which actually became a UMI track. And here's the Degenerate Boy by the Mark of Cain. That's the first track that we're going to be hearing on side 4 of this vinyl release. Remastered, by the way. Written by S. Lucas. Who the hell are you, dude? Who's S. Lucas? S. Lucas, a singer, guitarist, producer, audio engineer based in Melbourne. He's in Bigger Than Jesus. Huh, I remember that band. So he wrote this song with this person, X. Who's X? An Australian punk band from Sydney founded in 1977. All their members are dead aside from Kathy Green and Steve Lucas. Wow. So they wrote the track Degenerate Boy. We're going to hear that first up. Then there is another version. So that's this version of Hindsight here from the Mark of Cain. So those are the 2 tracks that open. They're from this soundtrack, but they open up the side 4 because this is This is two albums gatefold. So we've already heard side 1 and side 2 and side 3, but we're going to hear side 4, which is including these 2 songs from the soundtrack plus 2 remixes. So they're going to be dance-orientated remixes. Paul Mack is quite a well-known producer in Australia in the dance genre. So this is going to be a bit of a change, right? The first 2 tracks are straight up Mark of Cain, and then you got 2 dancey sort of remixes. So go and replenish your beverages, charge your glasses. I'm going to go and grab myself a Gentleman Jack and cola. I'm going to take a slash, and I'll be right back for side 4 skins. What? Yeah.
Fucking love me, bitch. 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 Fucking love me, bitch.
I want to mow the lawn and go fishing.
I'm not like some madman. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Fucking love me, bitch.
I want to mow the lawn and go fishing. I want to mow the lawn and go fishing.
Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast.
Ah, shit. That could go on
I'm
forever.
not like some madman.
I am not like...
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I gotta do gangbangs. I'm gonna after this stream. I'll get some gangbangs together. I'll get a gangbang of each member. Mike, I'll get Mike, Dre, and Jet, and I'll also get Lockie.
I want to mow the lawn and go fishing.
We'll put them in there. Got myself the last. Is this my last one? No. I got 2 of these, but I'm only going to have one tonight because I want to go surfing in the morning. I want to mow the lawn and go surfing. Gentleman Jack and Cola. I'll be pouring that in a moment, but let's move in directly to the side foreskins of the album here. What's the side 4 called again? It's called Bonus Side. It's called Bonus Side. Here comes the bonus side, folks. Oh, this is a heavy piece of vinyl. Ah, pulled that thing off again. It's so new. It keeps pulling this. It sticks to the thingski. It sticks to it. All right, that goes on there. We'll give this a little clean skins. Make sure there's no dust in this studio. Clean the needle a little. The bonus side. That's right, Hendrik. The bonus side. Before we do that, though, it's good to have you here. Exclamation drink. Exclamation good times. Exclamation gentleman Jack and Cola. Exclamation good music. Exclamation cheerses. Exclamation fuzz. Fuzz? Buzz. Here we go, folks. Starting off with Degenerate Boy, moving into Hindsight, and then remixes of Contender and Interloper. This is the final side 4 or bonus side of Illid's 2023 remastered vinyl edition. Hell yeah, the Mark of Cain, folks. Get it, enjoy it, love it. Degenerate Boy, a cover. as the remaining. Oh, there you go. The closing.
I love it.
I fucking love it too. Marty loves it. I'm not like some madman. Let's give credit to those remixes. They were done by the first one. The Contender was remixed by Paul Mack, and then the Interloper remix was by Franz Trexler. Interesting thing to note about that is they were both done in 1996. So those two remixes are from a year after this album came out, or this record came out. They're included here, obviously, to fill out the fourth side of the disc or of the vinyl.
I'm not like some madman.
I am.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I love that little at the end. That rounds out the Mark of Cain Ill at Ease 2023 first time on vinyl issue of this album from 1996. 95, my bad, 1995. I gotta say again, I want to swear so hard. I love this. I really enjoyed listening to this. This is what I wanted from these virtual vinyl streams. It's one thing to go into a cash converters and find old records and play them, but it's also another thing to get a brand new modern piece of vinyl and put it on the turntable and not have to deal with like heaps of skips and like sketchy sounds, just sounding rad, right? Like really sounding good, like giving you a good vibe for music. So yeah, I'm stoked I bought this. You can go and buy this now. I got this on pre-release, but you can buy it from the Mark of Cain website. I put it in the chat earlier. Yeah, you pay about $90 now. I guess it's a little bit higher than what the pre-release was. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, check it, get it, listen to it, enjoy that even more. And if you happen to be in Australia, you can come and see the boys play live. They're touring. It's happening. I'll just give you a little shot of this. Go to their website, themarkofcain.com.au. I'll put it in the chat, but check this out. Go back over here. That's actually embossed. That little like the logo, it's like dug into the. It's dug in. By the way, there's a scratch there, but I don't care. It just shows that I've been using it. Let me give you their website so you can either go and buy their shit, or you can just go. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm on the website right now, but I want to give you their homepage. Go back to the homepage, the Mark of Cain. I'll just type it in again. This will give you their website. Official band website. So you can go and buy all their shit if you can buy it. It's TMOC, the Mark of Cain. There it is. So I also see some other conversation in the chat. I won't dig into what you guys are talking about just because it's not kind of relevant to here, but I hope you get that stuff sorted, Charla. Imagine the amount of vinyl you could buy with that stimulus check. Just saying. Hey folks, I'm going to get out of here now, but Doug, if you're watching, I know you're working right now, but Doug, if you're watching this or the replay or whatever, if you want to do a shunting 5 tomorrow, there's probably I know I said this last week and then I had to work. I'm definitely not working tomorrow. So if you want to shunt it up, we can. That'd be cool. And either way, if Doug does or doesn't join us, we'll do a what do we call it again? Fuck, the Wieners game. Dude, it's been so long. We'll wiener it up tomorrow. We'll wiener it up. Ah, there he is, 5:40. Yeah, man. Yeah, sure. About 5:40-ish. Yeah, I've got yours already lined up, so we're good to go. You can buy Pulse with it. Yeah, Hexy. And Hexy, yeah, I'd love to talk to you about Hex and about this and that because everything's kind of pumping slightly and be good to talk, but we'll do that another time. We'll keep this as the virtual vinyl stream that it is, but for those that are invested in Hex, Pulse, and Pulse X. But by the way, just a quick side note, everybody said Pulse X would run before Pulse. It's the other way around, isn't it? Pulse is running more than Pulse X. Anyway, we will talk. Yeah, man. Sick. Wicked. All right, dudes, I'm out of here. Thanks for being here, and take care, and go and have yourselves a pleasant Saturday evening skis. I know I am, and I will. Kicking it with Gives a Minute on Kick.